All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, I just want to give a quick, humble testimony, okay, on something that happened to me actually, not just tonight, actually, and I just got home. So through the Spirit, I just wanted to do this quick testimony, man. All right, based on faith, okay, because faith will save your life. Now, this, what I went through, it wasn't a life-threatening situation, okay, but it was definitely a test of my faith, and I thank the Lord, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I was able to overcome it, okay, but, long story short, basically went to the movie theater, all right, I left around like, let's say 8, yesterday, last night around 8, and I went to the movie theater with a friend, so we went to see Aquaman, and we go to the movie theater, you get our stuff, we watch the movie, it was a pretty dope movie, and it's funny because at the movie, we finished the movie, and we were the last ones who left the theater, so we left, mind you, the movie theater is about like 30 minutes, from around where I live, so we took an Uber over there, okay, and then took an Uber back. Now, I took the Uber, with my friend to her house because it's not that far from where I live. And so as we got off, she goes upstairs, and then as I'm walking to the bus stop, I'm feeling my pockets and stuff, but my wallet is not in there, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm checking all my pockets, my jackets, my scarf, everything. My wallet is not in there, and I'm like, yo, man, what's going on? Like, yo, boy. So I'm getting stressed, and in my wallet, I have of course my debit card, my ID, my school ID, my Metro card, all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, damn, do I really not have to call a credit card company to tell them to cancel the card and all this extra stuff? I'm like, yo, man, nah, I'm not doing that. So I'm tracing my steps back to where the Uber dropped off. I don't see anything there. First thing I did, first and foremost, was I prayed. I prayed to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And then I did all that, and then I called the Uber driver and asked him to check his car, see if, he found anything in there. He said no. So at this point, I'm like, oh boy, what am I gonna do now? So mind you, I'm praying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai sincerely, because I was desperate, I was in need, and I knew that, especially in a situation like that, what am I gonna do? Like I'm now 30 minutes away from a movie theater. I don't know who's going in there, what movie's playing next, all this stuff. But I prayed to the Lord, and so it hit me, and I remembered that in the movie theater, as I was sitting down, I felt my pocket get lighter. I felt something slip. But when I looked down, I didn't see anything, and so, I just just let it rock, and then that's when it hit me, and it hit me just like the Spirit hit me, like boom. Your wallet's in a movie theater, because that was what slipped out of your pocket. That was that little slide feeling you felt down your leg, that you disregarded. And so I'm like, oh man, it has to be that. So I called us. Now, mind you, it's like one something in the morning, so I called the Uber to go back to the movie theater, because I tried calling them and it's just an automated machine, so I can't get to speak to anybody. So I'm like, damn. So now I call the Uber driver, and then I get in the Uber, and he's like, yo, everything good? I'm like, yo, I gotta get to the movie theater ASAP, man. I left my wallet in there. He's like, oh, I got you. So we go, and then on our way there, this the part right here. On our way there, I'm praying in my head, and I'm praying, but I started thinking to myself, I'm like, look, there's no need. Why? Like, I wasn't panicking, I wasn't losing my mind. I wasn't panicking. I was calm, because I told myself, look, I just prayed to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and I started thinking, look, this is a test of my faith, because I'm someone that I pray constantly for the Heavenly Father to increase my faith. And I understand that for your faith to be increased, you need to be tested. Your faith needs to be tested. And if you're able to overcome, that test, if you're able to maintain it, then you get that level up in faith, by experience. And so I understood that it was a test of my faith. I understood that I asked for the Lord to increase my faith. And this is a part of Him doing that. But then I also thought how, right here, Hebrews the 11th chapter, all the different things that our forefathers went through, our ancestors went through, and how there were many times in the scriptures that our ancestors, the prophets, the men of the Lord, trusted their lives, all right, in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They had faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and trusted their lives in Him. And I thought to myself, if I can't, here it is, we preach, we're talking about we're going to need faith in Jacob's trouble. If I can't have faith that the Lord is going to help me find my wallet, how the hell am I going to have faith that the Lord is going to deliver my life? He's going to deliver me in those days. And it struck me, I'm like, I have to have faith, and I believed it. I believed that that I was going to go there and the movie theater was going to still be empty and I was going to find my wallet. It was going to be there and I'm going to find it, and I remember exactly where I sat, and I believed it in my mind, and I was calm the whole ride. I was just waiting to get to the movie theater, I was calm and I was just praying in my head, and I just kept playing it over and over again, that thought of, I have to have faith, because how can you have faith that the Lord is going to deliver you and feed you in a time of famine when you can't even have faith that the Lord is going to help you find your wallet, something as little as that, and that's the only thing that just kept repeating in my head, so as I'm going, I finally get there and I'm like, hey, I have no other option but to believe. I was forced to have faith, so I did. I believed, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to find it. I wasn't thinking of any if, ands, or buts, because that's what I was like, no, I'm not thinking of any doubts. I'm just thinking of it's already there. I can already see myself with it. So we finally get there, and then the Uber driver, he's like, oh, is it here? I was like, yeah, here's fine, you can drop me off. He's like, you want me to wait for you? And I'm like, whoa, wait, cool, hey, if it's not gonna be, a bother for you, yeah, sure, and that was the spirit, because it's like, man, what Uber driver is gonna say that? They're trying to make their money, but hey, the spirit had him to where he waited for me, so I ran upstairs, ran back to the movie theater. Mind you, the lights on the stairs are off because it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, nobody's really there. So I go into the theater and it's just the security guard and then the staff back there. And as I walk in there, I asked the guard, I told him I left my wallet in there, if I could go to the theater to get it. He said, ask the staff. So I let them know. They were like, oh yeah, go ahead, go look for it, So I go into the theater, same theater, it's dark, nobody's in there. And I knew that, all right, no other movie had played. So I ran up to the spot where I was. I put my phone flashlight on and I'm looking, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm looking at the bottom of all the seats. I'm down. I'm my knees on the ground. I'm looking under every seat. I'm looking under the seat next to mine and everything. I'm like, yo, what's going on? It's not on the chairs. It's not under the chairs. It's not behind the chairs. I'm like, oh man, and I'm like, damn, like what's going on? But it's funny because even through that, I didn't think in my mind that the Lord had let me down. I was like, how about Shemal Shai? And then I was just like, damn. But I still didn't lose faith. I didn't give up faith. So I'm still looking, I'm walking, and I started thinking, damn, so where else could it be if it's not here? And as I'm thinking, I'm like, nah, I'm still searching, and it's like, now I was just searching, not knowing where I was looking, and boom, lo and behold, as I'm looking, man, that's funny, because the wallet just, let me see, I took a picture of how it fell, let me see if I could just pull it up here real quick. I took a picture of how it, where it was stuck. So like, just give me 1 second. Let's see if it'll pop up here. Right there. All right, so There it is. So if you can see it right there, it was literally just like this, stuck in between the chairs. So I'm looking under here, I'm looking back here, I'm looking around here, and then boom, I finally see it right here, just stuck in this position, you know. And I'm just like, oh shoot, you know. I just started thanking the Lord, call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know. And I just felt that relief and that joy, you know, in my spirit, because I knew the Lord heard my prayers, and I had faith that I was gonna find it, you know. And more so, you know, I came back down, you know, I told him, oh, thank you guys for helping me, you know, allow me to go in there and look for it. You know, I thanked the Uber driver, you know, he took me back home, you know, and I was like, hey man, thank you, man, most I bless you. But the whole ride home, I was so joyous, not even on the fact that I found my wallet, because yeah, that's just, you know, that's a wallet, but I was more joyous at the fact that I had the faith, you know, and I felt that increase in my faith. I felt that level increase, you know, that I was more joyous that I passed the test, you know. I passed the test of faith, and I can move on, you know, because I knew that I was only able to find it because I had faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that I was gonna find it, you know. And hey man, brothers gotta have faith, man. You really have to have faith. Faith will save your life. It's very, very important. You literally have to believe, man. Okay, you have to believe, and that's why I had to do this testimony, because cool, I found a wallet, that's beautiful and all, but it's just the faith that I had, you know. And hey, it might seem like a minute thing, but the feeling, all right, wasn't little. You know. And look, man, the times we're coming into, it's tough, because when you're in a situation of uncomfort, you know, or discomfort, your mind is instantly gonna try to go to panic mode. But you need to lock into the spirit and not to the flesh, and stay calm and have faith, because your mind is gonna keep trying to tell you, what if this happened? What if that happened? Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? This, that, and that. But your spirit is what needs to take control, so you can remain calm and think of the scriptures, man. Remember, the men of old went through worse things, and they had faith, and what? They were delivered. So I'm gonna start off with that. Psalms 37 verse 25. It says, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. See? So King David said it, man. All right, the righteous, he has not seen the righteous forsaken, because if you put your trust in the Lord, he's not gonna let you down. If you have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's not gonna let you down, man. Especially knowing that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, if you're doing something wicked, then you can understand that it's for your punishment. But I knew I wasn't doing anything wicked through the Spirit, you know. And I say that humbly, because I was doing everything to the best of my ability to please the Lord. I do my best to be consistent with the videos and stay in the spirit, and do keep the laws to the best of my ability, you know, and constantly pray and fast, you know. So I knew that it's not out, you know what I mean? Like, I had a feeling that it wasn't something that the Lord was doing for my destruction or for my detriment, but more for my benefit. All right. So next precept, this is Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, for by it the elders obtained a good report. You see, and it was all by faith, and that's how these men were so great, because they had the faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, it says here, through faith we understand that the words were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. And then it goes into how our forefathers had faith, and that's how they were able to accomplish what they did. So I'm gonna read verse 6 real quick. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. You know, so having faith pleases the Lord, because look at that again. 144 again. Hey man, that's the spirit. Yo man, what we're doing is the truth, man. We are the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, we are the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I don't want to hear anything, man. If you don't believe this word, man, you don't believe this truth, man, to hell with you. Okay. So it says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. And he is, man. These words are true. Okay, the words in these scriptures are true 100%. There is no doubt about that. Okay, there's no doubt about that, man. You have to have faith, brothers. You have to have faith. I'm not just saying that. You can't just go out there and say it, man. You actually have to live it, believe it. Okay, because the Lord will test you, man. All right, and it's impossible to please him without faith, man. You have to have faith. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is his treasure, and the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was what kept me stable in my mind. You know, at that time of the day, I could have just been like, you know what, anything could have happened. But hey, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, faith. Okay, faith will save your life, man. All right, so I'll get this last precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. So all these temptations and things we go through is common to man. Okay, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So every brother being given a different measure of faith is going to be tried according to that measure. Okay, the Most High is not going to give you anything that you can't bear. So if you telling yourself you can't bear it, then you're lying to yourself, and you're not having faith. You're lacking in faith, because if the Most High is putting you through something, then he knows you can overcome it. Okay, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it? Because ultimately the temptation isn't for your destruction. It's a test. Okay, it's a test, man. And the Lord always makes a way, so you have to stay spiritual and look for that way to escape it, so that you can be able to bear it, man. Because the scriptures say, man, matter of fact, I ended with that. I believe it's Sirach 2, verse 3. Just getting to the point. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And how do you cleave unto the Lord? By having faith, man. All right, by having faith. And that's how you get increased at your last end, man. Have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, and that's sincere from the heart, man. Okay, so I hope this testimony was edifying, and informative to the elect and pleasing unto the Lord. Okay, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and with that, shalom.